Brain understanding human psychology, how the mind shapes our reality. Human psychology is the study of how the mind works and why people behave the way they do. Every thought, emotion, and decision we make begins in the mind. Most people believe they control their thoughts, but psychology shows that the mind often operates automatically. Thoughts appear without permission, emotions follow those thoughts, and behavior becomes the final result. Understanding this process is the first step toward mental clarity and self-control. The human brain is designed for survival, not happiness. It constantly scans the environment for danger, comparison, and uncertainty. This is why negative thoughts appear more easily than positive ones. The mind tries to protect us by predicting problems before they happen. However, in modern life, this survival mechanism often creates stress, anxiety, and overthinking. Psychology explains that many of our worries are not real threats, but imagined scenarios created by the mind. One important concept in psychology is awareness. Awareness means noticing thoughts without reacting to them. Most people are not aware of their thinking patterns. They believe every thought is true, even when it is negative or irrational. When a person becomes aware of their thoughts, they create a gap between thinking and reacting. This gap is where mental strength is built. Awareness allows a person to choose their response instead of acting on impulse. Emotions are closely connected to thoughts. A single thought can change how a person feels within seconds. For example, thinking about failure can create fear, while thinking about success can create motivation. Psychology shows that emotions are not permanent, they rise and fall based on mental focus. When people understand this, they stop identifying themselves with temporary emotions. Instead of saying, "I am anxious," they learn to say, "I am experiencing anxiety," which creates emotional distance. Another powerful psychological principle is conditioning. From childhood, the mind learns patterns based on experiences. Praise, criticism, success, and failure all shape beliefs. Over time, these beliefs become automatic thoughts. Many adults live according to beliefs they never consciously chose. Psychology helps uncover these hidden patterns and question whether they are still useful. Changing beliefs requires repetition, patience, and conscious effort. Silence and solitude play an important role in mental health. Psychology suggests that constant noise and distraction prevent the mind from processing thoughts properly. When a person spends time in silence, unresolved thoughts come to the surface. This can feel uncomfortable, which is why many people avoid being alone with their mind. However, facing mental noise is necessary for clarity. Silence allows the brain to organize information and release emotional tension. Self-control is often misunderstood. Psychology does not define self-control as suppressing thoughts or emotions. Instead, it is the ability to observe urges without acting on them. Strong minds do not fight their thoughts, they understand them. By observing impulses, a person reduces their power. This skill improves decision-making and reduces regret. Mental discipline grows through small, consistent choices rather than force. In conclusion, human psychology reveals that the mind is a powerful tool, but only when it is understood. Thoughts are not commands, emotions are not permanent, and beliefs are not fixed. Awareness, observation, and silence help a person regain control over their inner world. When the mind is understood, life becomes calmer, clearer, and more intentional. Mental strength is not about controlling everything, but about understanding what deserves control and what should be allowed to pass.